Finley River Kennels, good to see you. Tried streaming yesterday and it wasn't a good deal. So we'll try again today. Breaking down a few computers. Get them out of my way. Looks like this one got ran over by a truck. How's your day? Alex Express, how are you, buddy? You on the road or you still home? Snobby Scrap Picker, good to see you. I did a stream yesterday and melting gold, and between buffering and no sound, and it wasn't a good deal. So I figured I'd try it again today. Wanted to work outside, but it's windy, it's kind of chilly. I don't care about the cold, but the wind is kind of a pain. Melissa? Sorry if I hacked up your name there, but welcome. I'm doing good. Doing really good. Oh, no, Alex. That sucks. I'm sorry to hear that, buddy. Snobby Scrap, the Three Stooges I call my coffee pots. So, it's the best way I know to filter the gold. It works really well. Works really, really well. Let's see. Wow, Alex. 4K. You'll get them back, though. You got a good following. And we'll definitely start promoting you. Get you back up there. But that's crap. Let's see, this goes there. Oh, Alex, you'll be building no time. You are the YouTube guru. Tell you, we all learn a lot watching you, Alex. You definitely have the info. I know probably a lot of people get bored with it, but in the long run, you're helping everybody out, whether they know it or not. But you'll be back up there in no time. Sawyer in the middle, welcome. Good to see you, buddy. Scrapping Irish, hey. Glad you dropped in. Yeah, I'm just taking some computers apart. I made a little bit of room a few days ago. My daughter likes to come and clean everything up and move everything around on me, so I can't find nothing. So I have to spend a day or so finding everything. But I appreciate her help. She likes to do it. Thanks, Felicia. I appreciate that. So, yeah, I really wanted to work outside, but it's just too windy out there for me. And my problem is I only have one lung, so if I'm out there in the wind, it's just I really need to wear like a mask or something. I can't work with the crap on my face. So I got plenty to do down here, so it all gets done. I spent the last 5 days, 4 or 5 days outside, moving stuff around, cleaning up. I have about 450 to 500 flat screen TVs to take apart, so I got lots to do, whether it's inside or outside. Remember those? The big 5-inch discs? That's how old this computer is. It's got some nice gold on it there. That's the gold you want right there. That old gold. It's super thick plated. Which I'll show you the difference. Good thing I never had to fix these, huh? Here, I'll show you the difference. See how thick that plating is on this one here? And you see on that one? See how it's super thin compared to the thickness? You can actually take your finger through this glove and feel the thickness on it, to where this one here you really can't. But anything old like that is a plate of gold on it. That's what I like. I think the old computers are dying out. They're becoming like a dinosaur. They're hard to find. I still get quite a few, surprisingly, in the Joyce McGuire, welcome. Good to see you. I still get quite a few from the scrapyard, surprisingly. But I need to do one more scrap run, because on the 19th, scrapyard is closing for like a week or 2 weeks. They're tearing part of the building down to make the place bigger, which would be good. Because it gets kind of cramped up and busy there at times. So I'm making improvements. Here, check this out, guys. What's holding this on there? That's why I turned it around so I could see it. That might help, huh? This is the hard drive. Isn't that crazy? Look at that board on there. And there's more of that nice old gold. That's what we call it, old gold. Shred. More shred. Then that floppy drive. This is all cast aluminum, so I'll take all this off of there. Somewhere down the line. Alright, what else we got here? Mighty Scrapper, good to see you, buddy. How you been? You been keeping busy? I was checking out some of your videos the other day. Some of your goodies. That's just a power supply. I'll put that over here on my power supply mountain. Let's get this off of here. I don't know. I'm kind of tired today. I don't even know if I'm going to work all day today. I might stop at maybe 3, 4 o'clock Eastern time. And here's the Here's the only bad thing about these old computers. A lot of old computers have a ceramic CPU in them, where this one don't. Come on, man. I see got a lot of screws. Jeez. Alright, I missed a screw somewhere. Where it's on the outside. So this has no CPU in it. So like, you know, a little square where this should go. So I think it's just all through the bigger chips here. But if they're EEPROM chips, they'll have a little window like this one, and this is a good EEPROM because I can see the gold in it. Flatbed Trucker, good to see you. Thanks for stopping by. Green Street Recycling, hello, my friend. Let's see this EEPROM here. I don't know if you'll be able to see the gold. Where the window is. Yes, kind of hard. You can barely see it. But some have gold inside there and other ones don't. So I keep them separated. And what I do with these is I send these out to my refiner. And when I get a bunch of them, he'll refine all the gold and everything out of them for me. So it works out well. I don't know what this is. Probably just metal. Yep. Don't hurt to check. And then like all of these are just IC chips. If I was to sell this board, I couldn't even sell it as a motherboard. I'd have to sell it as a telecom board. But all I'll do with it is pull this battery off. Like that. And then just pop these. These are just IC chips, but they're ceramic. So they go in a separate pile. Even though they're the same chip as all of these, when the refiner goes to incinerate these they take a lot longer to do. So if they're all mixed up, it's just harder because he has to sort them all out once they start burning. So I just do him the favor and keep them separated for him. This way you don't have to worry about it. So, but I got little containers, all the different chips. Little C family, good to see you. Thank you for coming in. Dromer. How is Dromer today? The light about to turn green. Yeah, don't be talking to me and driving. I don't want to be responsible for no crashing. That's for sure. All right. Give me a hard time. Then I just pull up these little silver boxes. Those are silver capacitors, or crystal oscillators. So I just pop right off. 3 of them on there. Pop that one off. These have silver in them. Whew, that one took a ride. And these little dudes right there, the little teardrops, those are tantalum capacitors. And I'm not sure if all them little ones there are in that row. I'll have to pop one of them off and see. They're like super, super small. You need a magnifying loupe to read them. In a way, I hope they are. In a way, I hope they ain't, because they came up really good. Let me get my loop. Let me see. There it is. Wait a minute, guys. I just use a jeweler's loop. And let's see. Should have a plus on it. If it is not. So that's good. I don't have to take them off. I'd be on the side listening. I'm rolling across I-84. I was born and raised in Pennsylvania, flatbed trucker. What part of you in? I was in like the Wilkes-Barre, Scranton area, northeast. Allentown, Philadelphia. All them towns I lived in. I moved out of there when I was 18 years old. And I'm going to be 55, and I've never went back. And don't plan on ever going back. 7 tonight, I'll be out doing some street scrapping, then upload videos from this week, have them pre-recorded on my phone. That's cool, Mighty Scrapper. Yeah, I'm going to really start following you, and if I can give you some advice. I know you're a young guy just starting out, but I'll get you going. I just, you're asking me about doing the gold. The gold takes a lot of reading, a lot of research. You just can't jump right into that. It's, that's a big safety deal there. So you have to be super, super, super careful with that. So this here I'll just throw on the side, and I'll do this one here later. I'll put it over here for now. I just check my wires for gold tip connecting ends, which these don't have, so they can go in there. Ribbon wire out of computers. All these plugs all have gold pins in them. I just sell them to Board Sort in Ohio. I think it's like 60 cents a pound, but I get so many of these, I get buckets full of them. So, for the 2 seconds it takes to cut them off, they add up. They add up real quick. I think the bucket I have over there was like, I don't know, 45, 50 pounds last time I weighed it. And then this is low grade ribbon wired. My yard buys this with like Christmas lights. It's like the lowest grade you can get. I'll go over there. Insulated wire. There's another one. But what I used to do was I live in Michigan. I grew up on the top of a mountain. Hated it every day of my life. And I always said when I was 18, I was leaving. And I had some family that lived out here. So when I was 18, I moved out here, and that's it. I've never went back. Alex, I used to live in Allentown. That's cool. I get 65 cents for ribbon wire. Wow, that's really good. It went up to 5 cents, but lower for number 2 insulated. My yard buys, they won't buy, they have like 3 categories. They have this stuff here, which they call mixed wire, because it's basically what it is. Or they call it 40% wire is what they do with it. And then they have like machine wire. And then they have like the real thick cable. I don't remember what they call it because I never get it and probably never will. But yeah, they have the 3 grades, but here they don't pay really anything for the insulated wire. Since the tariffs started, everything's dropped. So my copper, like my number 1 copper, which is like copper tubing, stuff like that. Number 2 here is anything that has a coating on it, solder, nickel plated, anything like that. And then number 3 is like real crappy stuff, which I just mixed in with my number 2. I take so much copper when I go in, they don't see it and they don't care anyway. They're pretty cool with me. But yeah, so I just I pile up all my insulated wire. I pile up all my number 1 copper, number 2 copper, brass the brass usually don't go anywhere. It stays about the same. So I pretty much sell that. I sell the brass, the aluminum. See, this EEPROM don't have no gold in it. There's nothing in there, so that goes in another pile. But I just keep piling it all up, and when I go to the scrapyard, I take 400 or 500 pounds of that stuff at a time. I don't take little buckets full. That's another crystal oscillator. It's just a different size and shape. But, I gotta go through this jar here because it's all crystal oscillators and those little small flat packs. These deals that I have to separate. Get that going to my refiner. So I think all of these here, these might be tantalums or not. Let's see. No, they are not. Good. I don't think I need them out. It's good and bad. Tantalum is like $20.50 a pound, depending on what it. Like this little dude here. This one here is a tantalum. So twist his little bony butt. I dropped it. One of my grinder. Really. Oh my god. So yeah, so that little dude there is a tantalum. But there's epoxy ones, there's ceramic ones. So to sit and try to figure them all out, it's a lot. So I just take the main ones that I always see and that I know. Because I'd be here for years trying to pull every tantalum off every board I have and try to figure it all out. And they're so damn little, some of them. There's 3. But they kind of look like a teardrop, and they'll usually be yellow. Then they have some that are called Captain Morgan's. If you look at a Captain Morgan whiskey bottle, he stands with his one leg crooked over. So they got the name, I guess, from that. And I don't know if that's one or not. Get the loop. That is one. That is one. Oh, Mickey's here. Jeez. It's the end of this deal. All downhill from here. He messed it up for everybody. Yeah, I got my gloves. Real work gloves. See, not those pink things that you wear and call gloves. You've got the cleanest work gloves I have ever seen in my life for somebody that supposedly uses them. They probably still have the price tag on them somewhere. There we go. So I just take that gold finger off of there. And this here I'll throw in a, I could sell this for $3.20 a pound with the gold on it. I can pull the gold off and sell it for $1.35 a pound. But all these chips are gold, they're all gold content. So I just take the chips off and I just send them to my refiner and get the gold out of them. And then the rest of this I just sell as shred. And then this stuff here is the stuff that I do. But if I wanted to, I could send it out to my refiner. I just throw it all in a bucket. So that's all gold plating and it's all gold. But I can send it out to my refiner and let him do it, which I might do. Because after yesterday's disaster with trying to do it, I kind of got a little discouraged, a little pissed off yesterday. Plus this whole bucket here, I have to take all the gold out of this stuff on the bottom and send that to him too. And then like see that, the little lines on there? That's all gold plating. So I'll probably just do that. I'll probably just send this to my refiner. I'll pull all the chips and stuff off and he can have it for 20%, no problem. Alright, so that can go in my other one. This I can work on. This goes under here. It's put this stuff away. Be right back. All right. Oh, need another computer. Tesla. I have contracts with scrap yards. I have contracts with computer stores, computer repair stores, um, and just like word of mouth. You know, when I started, I did I had a company name, and I had business cards made. And what I did was I went online in a 10-mile radius of where I'm located, and I wrote up a little cover letter, you know, saying who I was and what I do, and you know, all that. And I sent them out to all these computer companies around me. And I think I sent out about 30 of them. And out of the 30, I was contacted by like 20 of them. And it's just a constant revolving door. It just keeps going and going. And as long as you have a good rapport with them, you know, you don't talk down to them, or you know, you don't treat them like crap. They'll put the word out to other people, because you know they're going to know people that do the same thing. And I've gotten a lot of contacts through that. So you just got to, you know, you just got to push it, and you'll be surprised. I've been doing this. It's going to be 4 years here, real quick. And I started out, when I first started out, I was collecting everything, because you know, I was back at the time where the silver contacts were this, and you know, you can do this and do that. Well, I got out of the silver because the silver don't pay nothing. So I make a lot of, I like make a lot more just doing the electronics. And you know, as long as you, sorry, I was picking my plug. As long as you can research it, you know, keep up on, you know, what's what to sell, you can make, you know, decent money doing this. It's a lot of work, and believe me, there's days just like today I don't feel like doing this, but you know, I'm down here doing it, because if I don't, I gotta, you know, deal with Mickey, and I'm not gonna deal with Mickey all day. And you know, she takes up all my whole day. I don't know how she even has a job, but anyway, that's another story. But yeah, it's just word of mouth, and you know, go knock on some doors, talk to businesses, ask them what they do with their old electronics, and it'll boom quick. I mean, like right now I have just stuff that I'll probably never get to. I'll be dead and it'll still be here. I always tell my daughter it's her inheritance. Flatbed trucker, a lot I do get for free. The scrap yards, I have a contract with them, 15 cents a pound. And, you know, if it's something like, I just bought 3 Gaylord boxes off of them in February, and I got them for 12 cents a pound. I paid $325 for 3 boxes. One was half full of hard drives, one was filled to the top with computers, and the other one was about 3/4 full of um, I guess they're computers, because they have a CPU and memory and stuff in them. But they were the control boxes that controls the TVs on top of gas pumps. So I paid $325, and my profit on that, from what I've already sold and what I have to take down to Ohio to sell, is almost $6,000. So that's breaking it all down and, you know, separating it the way it should be separated so you get the most money. But it took me about a month to get that all taken apart. I worked this by myself, so you know, I had some long days, but I got it done. I got it done. But yeah, you got to be persistent at it. You can't, like I said, I mean, I'm my own boss, so if I don't want to get up and do something, I ain't gonna get up and do it. But then I get bored and I come down here and do it. I've been down here 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, you know, screwing around. But it's just, you know, once you get your you know, a niche for it, you'll be good to go. But it's just like everything has, um, you know, everything has a category. You know, like all these chips here, you know, if you study these are all IC chips, okay? This is what they call this a quad, a flat pack. So I put these separate, and then, you know, these are separate. And then this chip here, this is a thick one. There's a real thin one too. But if you keep them separate, it's a lot easier down the line to figure out what you want to do. Like I just mix them all up. Like that's a fat one. See how thick it is? And then there's and then that one's thin. That's a denied call. Watch this. Take that. So yeah. So actually, even though it's the same chip, it's just, you know, the thickness. This little one has more gold in it than this one here does, because this one here has more material, more plastic and stuff that they have to, you know, burn off. To where this one here is a lot thinner, so it'll burn up quicker. And then all inside here is little gold bonding wires. So if I wanted to sell these to my refiner and not have them refine them, I'd have to go through all these chips to separate the thick from the thin. But if I'm just getting them refined, then they can be mixed up. So like I say, you just gotta know how to keep everything separate until you figure out what you want to do. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of homework. But once you do, you know, even like the computers, you do 5 or 10 computers, you pretty much know what you want to do. Don't you worry about me, Mickey. I'm the boss. I can do what I want. Hash info, you need to get your girl there and check. Good to see you, buddy. Because she's going to get it. Mickey, you're always hungry. You weigh 30 pounds. You eat all day. I don't understand. I think you got worms. Mickey got worms. Moose Tube, good to see you, buddy. Test luck. Good to see you. These are called clamshells. They open like a clamshell. Pretty easy to take apart. Pull all the wires out. Then they got the little clips. That comes right out. That comes right out. That comes right off. And unscrew this one. Wow. Looks like somebody had an idea on this one. I took it all apart. Pretty close. But the main thing I look for in computers is memory, RAM, or the RAM memory, CPUs, and PCI cards. So here's your main power supply. There. That's all it takes to get that out. Pull all these plugs out. No need to be gentle. I just pretend this is Mickey's head every time I rip a wire. It relieves my tension because she stresses me out. I'm an old man, bad health, and she just wants to mess with me all the time. She's gonna feel bad one day. Probably not though. Use the persuader. It's right here. Are you happy? I'm saving this side for your melon. Squash you like a watermelon. Pull that wire out. All right, what else we got here? That's trash. So this is a good one. This has 4 sticks of memory in it, so that's good. That's good, that's good. That goes in that big bucket over there. Boo-hoo, cry about e-waste. Then this has a copper aluminum heat sink in it. So these are like 85 cents a pound. So if you ever scrap out an air conditioner, it's the same thing as the coils. They buy it as the same thing. So that just goes in that pile over there. And let me get this off of here. Pull your fan out. Cut the wire. Copper wire. Electric motor. I used to take all my computers apart, pile up everything in a big pile, and then have to go through it. So I'm trying a different approach of putting everything where it belongs as I take it apart. And then this way, just got your wood block cut. It'll be on the lathe in the morning. Oh, that's for NBA. Sent me a message. I ordered some stuff from him. He's gonna make me a baking cup. So I'm in no hurry. NBA's a good guy. Yeah, Mickey, you check on me every day. I know. Mickey is crying over possibly losing four. Boy, wouldn't that suck? That would suck, Alex. That's what I told him, Mickey. Everybody will be right back with him, so he'll be good to go. It's just that's some bull. Boo Boo Manny, I'm waving back, buddy. Thanks for stopping by. Appreciate it. Yeah, that's what he was saying, Mickey. That's kind of bad. I don't know. I don't know what to say about that. There's been quite a few people channels have gone away. So the day they take mine away is the day it stays away. Because I can get a whole lot more stuff done without dealing with Mickeys of the world, Simply Shannons of the world. I keep in touch with NBA though. So, it's just weird the way they do that. I told you, Mickey, I lose my channel. That's it. I get rid of YouTube. I definitely get rid of you. So that's the only two good things about it. The other the bad part is I, lose a lot of friends that I've made on here. But I'll have to try to keep in touch with them somehow. Just not you, Mickey. Oh, it took me a long time to get that out of there. Jeez. There we go. Mickey's distracting me. That's the problem. So now the rest of this is just an empty cabinet. Close up the clam and it goes out to the trailer. So for now, it goes back here out of my way. There we go. This here, the only thing I'm taking off of it is I take the CPU off. I sell the CPUs. This CPU here is a green fiber. But what I do with these is I sell them to a board sort in Ohio. So this is $6 a pound if I sell it like this. But if I take the little copper cap off of it, if I take this piece here off, which is that easy to do, now this turns into $11 a pound. And this turns into number 2 copper, because that's all this is just copper. It does have gold on the back of it, but it's so thin that it's really not worth dealing with. So I don't bother, even though I do hundreds and hundreds of those. It's just it's nitric acid that you have to use, and I don't use nitric acid, so I just leave that alone. I do have some sense. Some people, try anything and get hurt. I just seen on one of my gold groups that I'm a member of that one of them put acid in a container and he put a lid on it. Well, gases, fill up and expand. Well, it blew up, and it got his arms, it got his face, and he got pretty tore up. So that's just somebody that was careless and not thinking, I guess. I don't know. The acid is no joke. No joke. That's why I'm like kind of careful with it when I do use it. Well, so far I don't seem to be buffering or have any sound issues. Oh, Bobo, it can be extremely dangerous. There's been people killed doing it. Like I said, it's just common sense. It's all it is. Where I have, like I use these because these actually have a rubber, this is all rubber on this side. But, I have the latex gloves. I have the, I got a respirator that I use. I actually pushed some more filtering material in here because it should be a P100 or higher. This is only a P95. I got this at Harbor Freight. It's the only one they had. So I just pushed more stuff in it so it's, it absorbs a little bit more. I hate wearing the damn thing because I can't talk and it's hard to breathe when I have it on because it's like blocking my airflow. But, safety glasses, if you have an apron, like a plastic apron or something like that to wear, so if you get a splash, it's not doing nothing. But some people are in a hurry, they get all excited and say, oh yeah, I'm gonna get gold, and they're just hurrying around and not paying attention to what they're doing, and next thing you know, they're dead or in the hospital or dead, or it's just, it don't make sense. If you're gonna mess with dangerous stuff, take the precautions. Take the precautions. Well worth it. Because what it does is, I have I don't know what I did with it. I think it's over there. Even if you use that acid, well, they're right here. The fumes from it, this is what it'll do to your tools. This was nice and shiny at one time, and that's what it does. See how it rusted it all up? I mean, they still work, but that's what it does. Now, the new muriatic acid that they have, it's, I don't know, what does it say here? Oh, it's 90% lower fumes than your regular muriatic acid, so it's not bad at all. Like, I can open that cap and you won't even smell it, but you still have, the, I don't know, I guess the vapors or whatever that comes out, which could still rust up your stuff, but it just doesn't seem as bad. So I started using that. Home Depot sells that. Yeah, it's like $7 a gallon, but you can use that stuff forever. The mess hall has arrived. Absolutely, Alex. I mean, you know it in trucking, safety is always forefront of anything when you do this. But it's, even like the gold I was doing yesterday, I don't do the gold, a lot. The gold, to me, I consider it a hobby. And when I do the gold, I said doo-doo. When I do it, all the gold that I refine and sell, I put all that money in a bank account for my granddaughter. So when she's 18, she'll have a good chunk of change. Because I'm sitting there collecting interest. Last year I put in almost $6,000 from just gold sales. So she's only 6 years old, so yeah, she'll be good to go. But when she's 18, she can go to the bank and say, give me my money. Some people do trust funds where, you get so much when you're 18, so much when you're 21. I ain't doing that. Just you want it, you got it. 18. Oh yeah, Bobo, I'm like that all the time. Not so much tearing these apart because this is just rip them and go. She said be safe to take your time. Yeah, when I first started, I was gun ho. It was just like, hey, I'm gonna just tear all this stuff apart and threw caution to the wind, and you get hurt a few times. Get some good cuts and stuff on you, and you learn. You learn. Was trying to make a homemade drone, but yeah, I'll never do the drone thing. Never do that. I've had in the summertime, I just try to save up all my scrap, all my motors, and the copper and everything, and take it in. Gemma's Journey Grace, good to see you, dear. How are you? I haven't seen you in a while. Hope you're doing good. But yeah, I just try to pile everything up and take it like in the fall. But I watch the prices every day. I check the prices, so I know what I can, what I should get rid of and what I can still keep. But I'd say this is a full-time job, so definitely keeps me busy. If I want to be busy, I got plenty to do. And no gold tips on there. So, right into there. I gotta carry all those power supplies outside because they're all going to Ohio with me if I ever get there. I'm planning on this upcoming week. Copper where I'm at right now, number 2 is like $195 a pound. Number 1 is I think $205, which is your copper pipe, stuff like that. This stuff here. As long as it's clean, there's no solder on it. I have some out in the yard. It's in some of my videos. I got some that's like an inch, 1-inch pipe, and I got quite a bit of it. My neighbor works at a, he's part owner in an HVAC company, so I get all the old water tanks, furnaces, copper, air conditioning condensers, all that fun stuff. These chips here, I take off their gold corner BGAs. 1 pound of these is about $100 in gold to refine them. If I don't want to refine them, I just want to sell them. I get $50 a pound for them. Yeah, so I don't know, Bobo. The prices are up and down, up and down, up and down. So I just wish they'd go back up to where they were beginning of last summer. Give me 1 second, guys. So take that off. I just use a flat putty knife up underneath it. So what I do, if I pull the bottom piece off of this chip, I get $50 a pound like that. But if I go like this, I take my little putty knife and go up underneath the chip and pop that chip off. Well, now I get $55 a pound because I took the backing off for him. So that's what I do with them. It only takes 2 seconds. And then I see, this is when you can tell I'm tired. So this is all, the BGA chips. But if you look in here, and I always catch myself doing this too. When I'm down here, for long periods of time, I start getting stir crazy. So I just threw a bunch of gold fingers in there. I could sell these for $30 a pound if I wanted to. But I kind of figured that is giving money away, so I don't really want to do that. Because if I sell them for 30, they're selling them for 70. Guaranteed. So the rest of this here, I'll just leave everything on this board. I don't want nothing else off of it. And I think this board is like $1.65 a pound. But when you take in hundreds at a time, it adds up, because this is a small socket. They have large socket, metal socket. Then they have the different color boards that are different grade. But if you go on to boardsort.com, you can look at their payout rate. And you can see all the different prices they have. They actually have, on a lot of the stuff, you can click on the picture. It'll show you a picture of what it is. So they kind of help you out. If you're just starting out and you don't know what you really have. Yep, put that down here. I can go over there. And then these little heat sinks, these are extruded copper or extruded aluminum. E-Waste Mike photo shoot. Oh my god. Yeah, you should dress up as a scrapper. Get a hoodie that's been shot with a shotgun. Got all the buckshot holes in it. Get a pair of real work gloves. I'll send you a pair if you need them. Get a bunch of tools. Get a bench. You do a photo shoot. Mess hall's giving you ideas. See, mess hall's helping you, and you're always mean to mess hall. I don't understand that either. The people that are nice to Mickey, she treats like crap. The people that treat her like crap, she's nice to. Figure that out. So this is just a DVD player. One of the live streams I did, I took a bunch of these apart. But I can sell this whole thing for, as it is, for 16 cents a pound. Which is fine, but when you have tons and tons of them, they take up a lot of room. So if you take the 4 screws out of the corners, pull the lid off, that's what's inside it. This board right here, yeah, pull that off. This board is $3.50 a pound. So I can either take all the chips off and refine them, but these here, I just take the board sort and just sell them for $3.50 a pound. I got a tote over there, and then pull this ribbon off of the reader, and I don't know if you'll be able to see that or not, but on the very end of it there, it's gold plated. I got one here too. I got a box of these, just a ton of them. But yeah, they got gold plate on them. It's kind of hard to see it. So those go separate. These here are just ribbon wire. So I just pull them off. So whatever the cost of the ribbon wire is at the scrap, I don't even know. $3.50 a pound for that board, and 6 cents a pound for the rest of the metal. So I'll make them more than 16 cents. These are disk drives. I do nothing with these. The only thing I do is take this little holder off of them. And these here I sell also 16 cents a pound. But there's just like nothing in them. And they're really time consuming to take apart. So I sell these right to Board Sort. I think I have like 9 milk crates or something full of them to take. You gotta see, I don't see any screws. I'm gonna pop this one apart and show you what's in them. I don't really think they're worth my time to. So you got a lid, then you have that mess. Then on the bottom side of it, you got a oh, there's a little screw there. I'll pop that off real quick. Any more? Yep, over here. That's how little they are. It's like a number 10 Phillips. Oh, 40. Super, super small. And let's see if that'll come off now. We'll see. You have a good one. Thanks for stopping by. The rest of your day is awesome. What is wrong here? Oh, there's another screw. Lord. I'm gonna cheat. Just got to work. Was listening during the drive. See y'all later. Ribbon lace beads, jewels, pearls. But that's all that's in these. That little board. So it's basically one chip, 3 screws, well, 5 screws if you count the cover. So if I was in, and it's like a low grade board because it's brown like that. So the only thing of value is that chip, and if you were doing gold plated pins, the plug. So this just goes in my shred pile. I'll take that chip off now that I took it apart, but here's another. Don't try at home. You know, hold the thing in your hand with a razor knife. Leave it to a professional. I don't want to stab my belly because then I'll float around the basement like a balloon. Like a pop balloon. There. But that's all the value. That little chip. The rest of this is just shred. So is that. So that's how that goes. Let's see what else we got here. So this one here has a different. This has actually a lot of stuff in it, but the memory in this one here is it's called Rambus memory. It has this metal shield on it. So this is $6 a pound for Rambus. But if you take the little aluminum cover off of here, like that, now this becomes, oh wait, get that. Now this becomes $15 or $16 a pound because I took that metal off of there. But because when I took that off, all the chips stayed on the cover. This here, I'll just process it. You know, that's the only bad thing with this Rambus. Sometimes the chips will come off. But these chips, I don't know if you can see that on the camera. These little corner dots. These chips here, they're called Ram BGA. They're loaded with gold. So those go to my refiner as well. And then, like I said, this is just aluminum. You throw that in your aluminum bucket. But this here has, first thing I do is I unscrew the power supply. Oh, all my little tantalums were stuck to the drill bit. Alright, and I always unscrew the power supply because I don't have to lift it up 100 times. And then, what's this? So this has 3 PCI cards in it, which is these. You know, they got the gold on them. They got a crystal oscillator. They have extruded aluminum, the fan. This is a video card. This one is. This one has the little gold corner chip, crystal oscillator. Take the gold off of here, and there's probably another chip under there. And then this one here is just the gold corner, or the gold fingers. And then your it's like an antenna that goes on here. But this is all gold plated, so I'll take that off. And what else we got in here? Take this cover off. Don't want to work. There we go. The other thing with doing this kind of work is it gets repetitive, so you have to change up. Like I'll do computers for an hour or so, and then I'll change up and go do something else. You know, I'll do TVs, or I'll take hard drives apart. What's the holdup here? So like this one here, this big old plastic cover, on the inside of it is the heat sink that sits on top of the CPU. So this one here is copper aluminum. I could actually heat that up and get that copper off of there if I wanted to. And then this plastic, unfortunately, is just trash. I'm in the recycling business and I cannot recycle this plastic anywhere. So it kind of sucks. So this, unfortunately, will go into the landfill and pollute the ground. There's probably, got some kind of oil in it, probably oil-based or something. And it's ABS plastic, and nowhere in Michigan can you recycle it. So much stuff to do. I do stay busy, Dromer. I do stay busy. But if I didn't do this, I'd just be staring at the wall, drooling on myself. Oh, well, I already drool, so I'd just be sitting staring at the wall, I guess. Listening to a Mickey Runner trap. Power supply out. It's still clean, Justin. Just like, it's still clean. Cleaner than it usually is. That means you watched my video. I appreciate that. But no, it'll be back cleaned up here in a minute. Let's get this fan out. I never do nothing the way it's supposed to be done. I like to break stuff. Break stuff and throw stuff. And two more. Motherboard. Now what's funny about this is that's what holds in your CD-ROM and your USB, your SD cards and stuff like that. So I used to always take all these screws out. So one day I was sitting here punching with this thing, and I pushed this little lever down, and look what happens. They slide right out of there. I was supposed to. So, oh, that's why. That screw is jacked up. So yeah, you just unscrew that and comes right out of there. Saves me a step. Yeah. The rest of that is empty. That plastic I leave on there, don't matter. It is therapeutic. It is therapeutic, that's for sure. And I was doing this 10-14 hours a day. So I was busting my butt. Busting my butt. But I just have so much of it that it gets overwhelming at times. So this here I'll just take it apart, and it's already got a little board in it. See? Just got that little board in it. So all I'll do is just pull that little crystal oscillator off of there. And find my little bitty screwdriver. And I sell this board just like it is. I don't even know what the price of it is. I don't even know what they call it. It might be a peripheral board. I don't know. They have weird stuff. but it's all gold pins. You can see all the gold pins on there. Yeah, it's all gold plated, but I don't mess with them. Too time consuming for this guy. Time is money. I ain't making no money playing with that damn thing. Put a little wire off of there. That goes in the trash, in the shred pile. Pop that off of there. Cutter. Snip that off of there. Some of these tips will have gold in them. This one don't. That just goes in the mixed wire. Motor bucket. It gets repetitive, that's for sure. I'm surprised people sit and actually watch people do this. I think people have real jobs, you know, like office jobs or something. If you want to call that a real job, don't get your hands dirty. Sit and answer a phone all day. Some people got all the luck. You scrap old satellites. Last summer, my scrapyard had a huge box full of the control boxes that control like the satellite dishes that they put on your houses. And I bought them all, scrapped them all out. They were all the boards were gold plated. And if you give me a minute, I'll show you one of the boards. And I already knew what these were because when we were moving stuff around the other day, I saw them. So this is out of a control panel that runs your satellites out of to your house if you have a satellite. This is all gold plated. All these little connections here, both sides. So there's a lot of stuff on here. These are going to take. What I'll do with these is just take a heat gun to them, and everything will just fall off. And then I'll cut the board in the sections, you know, so that they fit in my buckets. And I'll just put the acid in, and all this gold will come out. This even has one of the good BGA chips on it. These tiered chips here are called flip chips. They're useless. Don't even bother taking them off. They're not worth it. But this is one style of them. This here is another style. See the difference in the shape? So this is all, like I said, all gold plated. On this one, there's really not a lot. I mean, there's some BGAs, which are good, some flat packs. But I'll heat gun this, get all this off of here. Now, here's the good part. That's the back. That's all gold plating. So I had, I think, 70 of these boards, and I sold 20 of them for $500 to a guy who came. I think he drove like an hour and a half to get them. So altogether, mixed up between these boards and these boards, I probably have about 130 of these. And I've had these, like I said, you know, it'll be a year. And just goes to show you how much time I have to deal with the gold. But I'm going to dump that gold bucket. I'll do a live stream on that. And I'll show you all the different gold boards that I have. But this is what's in the big satellite control boxes. And then the boxes themselves were all cast aluminum. So I took in almost 1,000 pounds of just cast aluminum when I broke them all down. Plus all the screws were stainless steel. So yeah, it was a good haul. I think I paid $400 for all of it. And yeah, I made a good killing on that one too. But yeah, maybe my next live stream, because I do have to go through that box and separate some of the stuff and light gold plating, you know, the heavier stuff. Like those boards would be like on the heavier side. Then there's other stuff that's comes out of the flat screen TVs. That's just strips. Like this one here is sticking out. So these are in the flat screen TVs. Like this one here has the gold on the top right there. So I'll just cut that off. Pull it right off like that. And then this has gold buttons and squares. If you pull these papers up real easy, they actually have some gold on them. Some are stronger than others. But here's the trick to this, and Mickey XO will be impressed. What you do is you take, because this paper on here is kind of glued on there, so to get your acid to really get on there, to get the gold off, no matter how thin it is, and Mickey's going to be impressed I have this. But here's what you use. Acetone. Nail polish remover. This is what you use. So I need some of this, Mickey. You see I'm almost out. Okay, I got a little bit in there. So clean up them nasty looking pink fingernails you got and send me the rest. I need it. Mickey's probably saying, you know what acetone is? So this piece here, this is one piece. I'm going to tell you exactly what this weighs. Let's see here. It weighs 1.75 pounds. So this one little piece is $1.50. So I have this whole bucket full, and I have a ton of it outside. And I just took a bunch of it in like 2 weeks ago because I didn't have no room. I ran out of room. So everybody says $1.50. That ain't a lot. Well, when you get a lot of them, it's a lot. These here are the same thing. I just store these in a bucket, take on the board sort, and they pay me what they pay me. But the only thing they're really buying is the USB plugs because they want the gold out of them. So, which is like, oh, this whole bucket here. Yeah, these are all stupid little boards with the plugs in them. So I separate everything. I take it all down there. They go through it and say, you know, this is this, and I was like, you know what? I don't care what it is. Just give me my money so I can get the hell out of here. Got a 3.5 hour drive home. But I cheat because when I go down there, I have my buddy drive, so I don't have to because I hate traveling. Hate it with a passion. All right. Put this up here. I need to change this area around so I can work better. Michael Murphy cup. All I need now is my U-poop pillow. I'll be down. So, it's awesome. This might keeps them from ending up in the landfill or in the. Yeah, that's one of the main reasons. And like I said, I can recycle all the stuff I get except for the plastic. The plastic is the only problem. I've even gone to the city and, you know, asked them. I said, why don't you guys come up with a plastic recycling plan? I mean, they have recycling for, you know, water bottles and, you know, that kind of plastic, but it's ABS plastic, and I think the problem is that it has a fire retardant on it, so, you know, when it catches on fire, it kind of keeps it contained, and I think that's the problem with it. I did have a place in Ohio, I want to say Toledo, in that area. Yeah, then a tampon, something that should be stuck in your mouth. But a place in Ohio, and they would buy it from me, but they wanted a semi-truck load at a time. So, you know, I live in a city, and my city loves me. They keep giving me warnings and tickets because of all the stuff I have. Well, I can hide a lot of it from them that they don't see. But yeah, to do a semi-load, that's a lot of plastic. So unfortunately, I have a trash hauler, and he takes it down to a transfer station, uh, just like a dump. It's inside of a big building, and he takes it there. And I don't know what it costs him to dump it. It's usually like $60 a load, but he has a big trailer, so he can take it all in one shot for me, and it costs me $300-400. What coffee do I drink? I'm drinking tea right now, Alex. But I usually drink Folgers, or I do a lot of the K cups. I have one of those Keurigs, so but mostly it's just Folgers or tea, or I drink my they got a soda here called Verner's. It's like a ginger soda, so I drink a lot of that, even though I get yelled at for doing it, but I don't care. You only live once. You only live once. He likes his coffee black. This is true. This is true. I have a comment for that, but I'm gonna leave it. If you fold towels, you would. Yeah, I ain't folding no damn towels. Hell that. I don't even want to wash them. I have to be honest with you, Mickey. Peppermint tea was alright. Wouldn't be my first choice. I do drink a lot of hot cocoa in the wintertime, though. I do drink the cocoa. Me and my granddaughter sit and drink cocoa all winter. So I have to make sure I always have that on hand. It'll surprise me sometimes. Middle of the summer, I want cocoa. So, another power supply for the pile. I found a garbage can full of power supplies outside the other day under a pile of crap. Now, see, like this wire here, these two black plugs have gold-plated pins in them. So just cut those off. And usually, any plug on these power supplies that is black like that, it's got gold-plated pins in them. And this bad boy again. See, Jason, my table's getting cleaner. Getting cleaner. I just wish it wasn't so windy. I really wanted to work outside today. I got that new work table, which works awesome. I didn't even want to go do that job, and I'm glad I did. I priced that table out. I went online and priced it out $500 for that table. It used to have a shelf up on top of it, but I cut the shelf off. That's got gold. Now, when you do these are like a treasure chest or a treasure hunt, because that one has a CD in it, so you never know what that CD is. Could be Barney, could be a boot up disc, could be a Mickey XOXO home video. You never know. You never know. Yeah, I bet you did have a comment. You can send me a big box of what? I know it ain't gonna be you because you're too little. I almost lost 4K due to comment errors. Ooh. Well, I don't have 4K, so if they want my little 1,000, they can have it. They can take my subs and keep the channel. I don't care. But I know what you're saying, Alex. You got to be really, really careful now. I see a lot of people streaming, and a lot of them are talking about stuff that's going on. It just sucks. It's the people that are trying to help, the YouTube channels, and they're the ones getting screwed over. And that's all you do, Alex, is help. So I don't know. YouTube is funny. I'm actually surprised I even started doing it. I only started doing it because I started following Gil Skills, And my first video, I dedicated to him, and I told him, I'll probably never do it, and here I am doing it. So I guess I lied to myself. So it's all right, you got the idiots that like to troll you. But I'm like Mickey and them, I don't care. You want to troll me, troll me. I enjoy it. Don't bother me a bit. Hell. Oh man, Mickey, I may have to call YouTube. That's the case. Mickey, I get They ain't gonna get rid of Mickey. So see, this is just a blank disc. So who knows what's on it? I should put it in my laptop and see what pops up. Probably a virus or something like that. That's another thing. The CD discs, they actually have silver on them as well. There's a guy in Canada, 99 Dusan, who actually takes the silver off of those. I have a 5-gallon bucket filled. I was going to send to him, but when I priced it out for the postage, I almost had another heart attack. So I said, well, he ain't going to do that. So they go in the trash. The postage was like ridiculous on it. Oh, where the magnet went. Bobo, do you live in an apartment or something? You don't have a basement or anything? I work out of my basement and out of my yard, and I have a storage unit, but I never go to it because it's full. And until I make room here, I'm not going to go to it. And it's filled with computers. It's all tenant, it's all towers. See how energetic and enthused I am about it. Just reading this. I want to go to Kentucky and go kayaking with NBA. He's only 8 hours away. I might plan on this summer, maybe going down there and paying him a visit. I have a friend in Tennessee. I could swing over and visit them too. So 2 birds with 1 stone. I want to go to Mississippi this summer to Tunica. Do a little gambling. I haven't been there. Man, a long time. Quite a few years. Probably 10 years or more. I had a good time last time I went. Didn't pay for one meal the whole time I was there for a week. So I want to do that. And I have a cousin that lives 30 minutes from Tunica, so I don't have to pay for a hotel. She just built this huge house. They call it the castle. Looks like a castle. So I have a place to stay for free. Yeah, 3 little screws hold that fan in there. So now I have extruded aluminum in the motor. So I'm either do that or I'm going to Alex's neck of the woods. I might go to Atlantic City. Haven't been there in a few years. Hell, when I lived over there, I lived in Philadelphia and I hardly ever went to Atlantic City. Which you could pretty much throw a rock at. Come on, get out of there. Yeah, let me see what this one is. Sometimes these CPUs are more valuable as selling the board sword than they are scrap to certain ones. That's a piece of crap. Apartment building, heading out, Mike. Be safe. Bobo Manny, good to see you, man. Stop in anytime. Appreciate it. Shannon Naylor, I love you. Where have you been? I haven't seen you in like 30,000 years. You know, Alex, I was there. Wow. Now I'm thinking about it. I haven't been there in probably 30 years now I think about it. I went there on one of my birthdays. And it wasn't bad. You know, I mean, we stayed at Bally's. We're on like the 19th floor, Ocean View, so it was cool. But you know, when you got off the boardwalk and you went on the other side of the gate, you know, the homeless people were laying there, and it was just sad. But yeah, it was kind of gringy, and I mean, maybe the hurricane that went through there, maybe they fixed it up a little bit, but I don't know. I mean, I enjoyed my time there, but I've always been leery on going back. But I'm getting an itch to go back, just because I haven't been there. I know a lot of the casinos have shut down. I think there was like six of them that shut down, so I don't know if it's really worth going. I really have to look into it. Like if I go on a trip like that, no matter where I go, to Vegas or Tunica or Atlantic City, I haven't been to Biloxi either. I want to try that, but I always research it first. You know, check out the areas and see what's happening. We ain't doing no meetup, Mickey. I have no interest in meeting up with you anywhere. Anywhere. You understand me? Nowhere. You know, when I was at the Taj Mahal, Alex, it was dirty. I mean, but like I said, that was, man, I'm trying to think how many. It had to be probably 20, 25 years ago. You can meet her, Alex. Tell her I said hi. I got to worry because I figured out where her deli was she was eating at today. So now I got to wonder. She's going to turn around one day. She's going to see the bearded wonders sitting there staring at her, saying, "Where's my lunch?" Then I'm going to go to Florida and tell Sharon, "Where's my lunch?" I have a friend that lives in Florida too, so you better watch out, Shannon. You might get a knock at your door. I bring napkins and hunger. You never know, Mickey. We might have been. No, Mickey is never meant to be. Never. Never, 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 never. Never, never. Another good chip. I have another company that'll buy this stuff, but they're too picky for me, so they're 2 hours away. I drive 3.5 hours away. But they don't get happy when you take those chips off. They want everything on the board. To where my people in Ohio, I can still take the stuff off and they still give me the same price. Oh, I almost forgot to take that off. So just got to shop around with this one. Ow! That might be a reason to take the rest of the day off now. I hurt myself. Boo hoo hoo. I had a big lunch. Now I'm getting lazy. Had a corned beef with Swiss, an onion roll, some nice salty potato chips that I ain't supposed to eat, and some damn tea. That's what's in here, Mickey. Tea. No sugar, no nothing. Just tea. No, I'm not going to Texas. I could go to Louisiana, Oklahoma. I still wouldn't go to Texas. If I was to go to Texas and I went to Murphy, Texas, I still wouldn't come around by you. Take that. I'll send you a picture though. I'm standing underneath the sign that says Murphy, Texas. But it ain't gonna happen. So don't get your hopes up. That's all I got to say about that. I worked there in security in 1999. Trump was harboring criminals and charging millions for rent. Wow. Wow. But yeah, it was, I don't know, just that one I didn't care for. I didn't care for Tropicana. And then what was the new one that was, it was just built. It was off of the boardwalk though. And I think they were already having financial problems. They might even shut it down already. JP Slayer Racing. Good to see you. How are you doing? Yeah, well, she's not an X. She never will be an X. It's all my pain in the butt to live in Texas. That's the song. No, it wasn't Marina. Man, the building was gold. I think it had a gold facade. It wasn't the Marina. Stirred up all that dust. Not Tropicana. Man, it's gonna bug me now. It was away from all the other casinos on the boardwalk. Oh man, what is the name of that place? I'm gonna have to. Does MGM have a casino there? I spent most of my time at Bally's. Then there was a Clariage at the time. What was the name of the other one? You know, I have slot cards from every one of those casinos still. I have them in a box somewhere. If I knew what a box was, I'd know exactly what it was. Cancel pants. What's going on here?
Irene,
oh, hold on a minute, guys.
Good to see you.
Simply Shannon is haunting my other TV here. Her crazy butt. Man, I hate when you think of something you can't think of it. Nope, not Clarion. Oh. Keep this up, I'm gonna be getting into something I shouldn't be into here. Okay. It's stupid. Bakey. What is that, Alex? Let's see who can find it first, Alex. Here you go. All right. Ouch. Let's see. Space. Caesars. Borgata's in where is Borgata? All right, let's see what we got here. Turn this down. And let's see. Got Tropicana. Ocean Resort Casino. I never heard of that one, so that must be a new one. Maybe it was a Borgata. I think it was. Now that I think about it. Yeah, it was Borgata. But I know they're having a financial issue with that, and they were supposed to close it up. I don't know if they did or not. Oh, so it's still open then, Alex? Yeah, that's about when I was there. Probably 2003, somewhere around there. I just went on my thing putting Atlantic City casinos. Old abandoned casinos, Atlantic City. Revel Hotel, 2.4 billion out of business. Is that what it says? Wow. Wow. Yeah, I used to be up on all these casinos, and I had subscriptions to like all the slot club all the slot magazines and casino. Strictly Slots, I think was the name of the magazine. And man, I used to be up on all that stuff. And then when Detroit opened up their three, they opened up MGM Grand, Greektown Casino, and Motor City Casino. Pornhub don't have a casino, Mickey. They need one though. When Motor City opened, Motor City, I used to work in that building, and it was Wonder Bread, where they made Wonder Bread and all that stuff. And when they bought it out, and they opened a casino, everybody flocked there. Well, on my slot card, I'm number 1,210. So I was the 1,200 person to walk through their door. And it's funny because now when I go in there and I get a slot card, or I have to use my slot card for something, they look at the number, they're like, "You're an original." I was like, "Yeah, I'm an original." Ian Matthews, good to see you, my friend. How are you doing? Are you working? Busy? Oh, it's probably bedtime or late dinner time for you. Showboat, I don't think I went to Showboat. Golden Nugget in Vegas, I always thought that was kind of a dump. They had a good poker room. But yeah, like I said, I started doing this, so I don't really have time to. The casinos where I'm at are 10 minutes away, all three of them. And, I go once in a while, but not like I used to. My buddy, he wants to go all the damn time. You know, he don't have a pot to piss in or a window to throw it out, and he always wants to go. So I don't understand that boy. I don't understand him at all. But he's a guy that'll win $2,000 and give $1,999.50 back, and then leave mad. Don't get it. 8:45 p.m. Oh, you still got some work hours in there. You can get another at least 3-4 hours. I think you could do that. In that nice shop, is your shop still cleaned up? Or you got it all messed up again like me? Never been in a casino. That's probably a good thing. Other than like I said, I play the slots, but I do play poker once in a while. But playing poker in a casino, you're playing with a bunch of idiots, so it's kind of hard to be able to really do anything. But I do good on the slots, that's for sure. Mr. Crazy, Nike's in here? Oh, that said Nike. It says Mike. Thanks, Justin. I appreciate that. I'm surprised I'm not buffering or any other. I had serious issues yesterday trying to melt gold. That gold that I melted yesterday, it pissed me off enough that I came back down here after I had dinner and I remelted it, and I got it to finally melt up the right way instead of the crappy piece you saw. But I think part of the problem was my first tank was going empty, so there wasn't enough pressure in it to keep the heat on it. So when I changed tanks and I moved stuff around, it worked a lot better. But I got it. Does Mickey do vids? Mickey does too many. Since your TV is, I am not watching your video. You posted 4 videos. I watched 1 with no comment and a dislike. You should say thank you for the support. Quit begging. I'm thinking about taking, if I can get enough stuff done today, tomorrow, and Saturday, I might take Sunday off. And then I'm going to go watch everybody's videos that I missed, except Mickey's. Because she'll be bugging me, and I won't be able to watch it anyway, so. Kind of a waste of time. I'll just go play. I was in Mickey's stream last night, and I played GTA the whole stream. The whole stream I was playing GTA. 55-year-old guy playing Grand Theft Auto. But I take my frustration down with that game. I hear bells. Are you calling me, Mickey? Alright. 403 area code. No idea. Leave me a message. I won't get back with you. Promise. Oh. I promise. I will not call you back. I had a lady call me all last week, every day. Said my car warranty was expired and I need to renew it. I don't think so. Don't think so. All right, where's that one? There. What have you never seen in casino? We got casinos in Australia. And have you ever heard of a guy on YouTube called E-Waste Ben? He's out of Melbourne. He does a ton of e-waste. A ton. I learned a lot of my stuff off of him too. But the only 2 I really learned any of this stuff off of was E-Waste Ben and Moose Scrapper. Moose Scrapper is where I learned how to do the gold. But they both got some good info. Like, you seriously look a lot like my brother in Philly with the beard. The beard. See the beard? The beard's coming off. I just gotta make time to do it. Oh, any of Mickey's videos? You ain't missing nothing. I mean, that's up to you, you know. If you watch him, at least give him a thumbs down. You know, she likes the thumbs down. I used to live in Philly, so maybe I am your brother. Your brother named E-Waste Mike? Maybe I changed my name. No, Ian, go watch Mickey's videos. She's a one of a kind, that's for sure. Oh, let's see if I can catch Alex here. Alex, come here. Quit moving. Oh my goodness. Come on now. How bad by the length of the stream? I assume short is. Yeah, you know, I just thought about that myself. I put short, but the only reason I did short is because of what went on yesterday. And I just was, you know, if it buffered out, I was just gonna take the laptop top apart and hit it with my persuader. Alex, I demoted you to a wrench. Sorry, buddy. That's my little new channel gift to you. I hope you get your all your people back. Is there a chance they might give you the channel back, or they're just gone? Streamer is giving me a hard time now. Oh my goodness. You're not having a good day, Alex. Not a good day at all. I don't even know what time is it. What time is it? It's only 3:49. Crazy. It's only 2:49 where Mickey's at. You got an hour longer. But yeah, this stream's been going about an hour 46 minutes with no issues. So that's good. That's good. Oh, another box. So yeah, this one here looks like this one here got beat up too. But I don't care. When I get them from the scrapyard, I have to look to make sure there's a board in it, because there was 2 of them on my pallet, and when I brought them home and opened them up, they're all filled with like the metal casings and stuff that's inside of them. So I paid 15 cents a pound for shred, which is 6 cents a pound. But I took them right back to them and told them go throw these in the shred pile. So now when I pick up the pallets, I've physically put another pallet next to that one, and I take every machine off, and I make sure that there's at least a board in it. And if there ain't, I don't buy it. Clamshell. And these cases are heavy, even without anything in them. So, even like this plastic here, I can't even do anything with this plastic. This is PC plus ABS. I don't know what PC is. I have to look it up. But yeah, anything that has anything with ABS is just a joke. Brown dog, there you are. Where have you been, son? Where you been all day? Out there getting the good gold. I gotta play with this old crappy electronics gold. I need to go out there and get digging in the ground. See what I can find. Yeah, Recycle Dude got his back. But Recycle Dude don't really stream anymore. Once in a rare occasion you'll see him, but that's due to something else. But how he got it back or what happened with that, I don't know why they took his channel to start with. But I know he changed his name. It's still Recycle Dude, but it's not one word. It's Recycle and then Dude now. But yeah, I haven't seen him on even in like live streams. He usually pops in and says hi to people, and I haven't even seen him on there. And he only lives about 45 minutes from me. And I was supposed to send him an email because he had some stuff for me, and I didn't even do that. So I have to get a notebook to keep down here so I can take notes, or hire a secretary to take my notes for me, because I can't be scrapping and taking notes and all that other crap. Too much to do. At a rough guess, how much gold in an average computer? That's what was doing yesterday. That little bit of powder I melted yesterday, Brown Dog, was 3.8 or 3.9 grams. If you have a complete computer, depending on what the computer is, if it's an older one and you have like a ceramic CPU in it, which is going to contain more gold than, a green fiber CPU. The other thing that's gold plated is those pins on there. And I don't even screw with it. I sell it like that. But you should be able to get, on average, I would think, between, now this is if you totally scrapped it out. I don't totally scrap them out. Because when they do like the motherboards, they'll pull the gold plated pins and all that out as well. So if you add it all up, you might get 3 grams out of it. So yeah, Mickey taught me that, Alex. Nerd book for her. So, but that little bit I did yesterday was just, I have a jar with like 18 grams in it, and I just took a little bit out of there to show you guys, and I got 3.9 just from that. I usually just take that gold that I have in that jar, and I'll send it to my refiner, and he'll put it in nitric acid and some other crap, and he gets it, he purifies it a little bit more, gets a lot of the trash out of it, and he gets like 99.6, 99.7 purity out of it. So he charges me 20%. So for every $100 I make, I get 80, he gets 20, and it's his time, his material to do it. So to me, it's worth it. It's just one less thing I have to do. Sex materials are great. Older, the better. The old Atari and cartridge games go. I got, some of them. The Nintendo games have the a lot of gold in them too. As well, like all these have a lot of gold in them. But you take the old Nintendo games. And I just had another one here. Give me a minute. But I have a box somewhere. This is Nintendo DS, these little games. But see all the gold on the back of them? And then they have a chip on them. Trying to get it to focus here. But all this here is gold. And then the old Nintendos, where you're pushing it down. Remember when you had to blow into to get them to work all the time? Which is these. This board right here. This game's garbage. I checked it and it don't even work. But if you pop this off, it actually have a little rivet on it. Here, I'm going to break this open and show you. Yeah, look at that. So that big plastic thing, this is the board that's in it. But it's got the older gold, and it's got, the nice IC chips, and the rest of the board, let's see if you can see it. See all them little dots like under here? That's gold plating too. So I don't know if the gold, I'm gonna scratch this and see. Sometimes underneath the green, there'll actually be gold. But plastic away. That's like razor sharp. Or it's, it's either gold plating underneath it or it's copper. So let's give it a scratch test. And it's copper. It's copper underneath. So, I'll pull the 1, 2, the 4 chips off of here. I'll pull the gold fingers off, and the rest of this board I'll throw in the acid, and then all that little gold around the edges, that'll all just come out in the acid and float away. And like this game here, since I destroyed that one, I'll destroy this one. But I used to buy like even like SIM cards out of phones. So this is the same thing. It's got the one big chip, one little chip, older gold for the fingers, and on the back it actually says Nintendo, like right there. But it's gold plated as well. So I'll just take those 2 chips off, throw that in the gold plate with that other one, and call that done. So some stuff it's like super easy to take apart. Other stuff, forget it. Alright, that's trash. I like these sound cards out of the computers, the Sound Blaster cards. That's all gold plating. But then underneath this masking, this brown, is gold plating. I showed this on another video, or I don't know if it was a live stream or a video I was doing. So anytime I get the sound cards, I put them in a whole different pile. Really hard to scratch this stuff. Enough for you to see it. Yeah, see that little scratch right there? Right next to it says Sound Blaster. It's actually gold plating under it. It's hard to see it. So Smash Burn HCI Pan Out Gold. I don't even burn it. I just put it in the acid. Let the acid pull the gold off the board. The acid will float, and then I just strain it. And when I'm ready to do the refining of it, then I just melt the thing. I did like a 3-part or 4-part series yesterday, and I uploaded the first part, which was the dissolving of the gold foils, and it said it uploaded, but it never went on my channel. So I don't know what happened to it. And I did it on my phone, and I deleted it off my phone, so lost forever. But, you know, that was one of the best parts. I had my little respirator on, and I was looking sexy as hell. But I don't know what happened to it. It disappeared. So I lost it. That's why the one would say, you know, part 2. I was like, where the hell's part 1? So there are places, Brown Dog, that will take these boards and they shred them, just pulverize them, and then they pick all the stuff out of them, which I don't understand. You know, it seems like a lot of work to have to sit there and pick through all that stuff to get, you know, the good stuff out of it. It just don't seem actually time consuming, that's for sure. So, but I could do a lot more with this stuff. Look at that, both tabs are broke. Now I gotta fight with this. I could do a lot more with it, but because I'm a one-man show, I look at it as time-wise, and, you know, money-wise. Am I gonna make more money taking every little bit off of it like a lot of people do? And is that going to pay for my time? Or do I just do like I'm doing? And I'm happy with the way it works out. So I don't take everything off. And I've actually had people, you know, kind of not yelling at me, but kind of bitching at me about it. But, you know, everybody has their own way of doing something. Just because you do it your way and that suits you, that don't mean your way is going to suit me, and they usually don't. You know, you get set in your own ways of doing things, and then some jackass wants to come around and tell you you're doing it wrong. I don't think so. Alright, so done. I have the reference machine, so I just smelt the test. He tests it and reimburses me just for the gold. Let him refine it. There are places that do that. You can the thing with, oh man, I almost pooped on that one. Wow, that bad boy don't want to come out. I would love to do the gold that you do, Brown Dog, compared to you know, the gold that I do on this. I'd love to go somewhere and just dig in the ground and find gold. I was watching, there was a show on Netflix. Maybe it's called Aussie Gold Hunters or something. And, you know, it was a couple different crews. And they were showing where they were just like walking on the ground and they would spot it on the ground. It was like, I need to go there. So I don't know how much of that stuff is fake or real. Oh, absolutely. You got to be open to new ideas. It's just I'm so set in my ways of doing this, and like I said, I I'm kind of happy with the way I do things, and I don't have to answer to anybody. I'm my own boss. I like it like that. So if I want to tell the boss to kiss my butt, I look at myself in the mirror and I say, kiss my butt. I ain't coming in today. If I want to take a 6-hour lunch, I ain't gonna make no money, but I'll take a 6-hour lunch. So it is a real deal there then, huh? I was always wondering, if there was like what kind of deal that really was. It's interesting to watch. And they were showing, I was watching the one show, and man, it rained and rained like from nowhere. It just popped up. And everywhere they dug, it flooded it. So it filled in with rocks and sediment and all that stuff against it. They had to redo it. It's like, wow. But I would love to just, even like, I don't know how to use a pan, even to go like into a stream and do it, to do it. I couldn't even probably do that. We don't have a hammer, wire cutters, and a persuader. I don't know nothing about it. But it would be interesting to do. Maybe do an Alaska trip one time and go up there. Let's see. I have one of my bucket list things. I got a lot of bucket list things, but probably never do any of them. The other thing I don't like about Australia is it's too damn hot. I love the country. I mean, I watch a lot of things on Australia, and man, between the hot and the bugs, I don't know. I don't know if I can deal with it. My shop, Alex? Is that what you're talking about? This is the best part of this, taking that gold off of there. I was actually going to start going online and buying some gold, but I want to find a place that's legit with good references. And there was a story, I don't even remember where the guy lived. It was on our news, so it might have even been around here. But he was buying gold online for years and just kept saving it up and saving it up. Well, his wife came ill, and they didn't have enough money for medical care for her. So he had like $130,000 and he invested in this over the years. And when he went to cash it in, they told him it was all fake. So, and what he bought it from, it had all the legit packaging. It was from the Perth Mint. All the packaging was, identical. But the only problem was, and the guy didn't know, was the thickness was wrong. For like I think he bought like 5-gram bars and 10-gram bars, but the thicknesses weren't the right thickness. And because he didn't know that, he just kept buying from the same place. And what happened was he couldn't pay. His wife passed away from her illnesses, and he ended up killing himself over it. So it was pretty bad. So I want to make sure that whoever I deal with, is legit. Because I'm not going to invest my money in it and get screwed because I'll just want to. You'll see me on the news. Snakes, stingrays, stonefish, blue ring octopus. Nah, pretty safe here. But a lot of mites. Well, if a blue ring octopus is chasing me across the desert, either he's got a problem or I got a problem. Send him back to China. Blue ring octopus. Huh. I never heard of a blue ring octopus. Did you put scorpions on that list? Let me look. I don't see no scorpions on that list. You can get those? Or are they just like pets? So, all right. Got a few of them from China. Oh my God! I should have shut down what I was gonna. It has returned. She got like another hour and 20 minutes to work too. If you were at my time, you'd only have 20 minutes to work. So take that, Mickey. Brown Dog, maybe we should have Mickey go to Australia. She can play with all the little pets. I'm sure Texas got some nasty bugs too, other than Mickey. Doesn't Texas have cockroaches the size of your head? I work till after 10 p.m. sometimes. I'm actually, I said I was going to stop working today at 3:30, but that didn't happen. As long as somebody's in here to yak to, I'll be yakking. But I am going to close up here pretty soon and call it a day. I'm getting a freaking headache. But I don't know why I got a headache. I ate today, so usually I don't eat all day. And then I get a headache and feel like crap. But I only have 3 more computers in one pile. And then got one laying over there by itself. So 3, 4. I got like 6 more computers to do, but they're Apples. 2 of them are Apples. One, I don't know what the hell it is, but it's really, really hard to get apart. The motherboard is riveted in it. And it takes, I had 2 of them. I took one apart. It took me an hour to get it apart. So I don't want to mess with that one today. So I didn't have a headache till Mickey came back. So it's probably a problem. But that's my excuse for not doing hangouts or any of that crap. I got a headache. Always check your boots before putting on. Oof. Mickey, there you go. You got an invite to Australia. I think you should go. Me and Pierre will both pitch in to get you there, one-way ticket. And that'll be your new residence. Alex, you've been home. You're on vacation. Hey, Rob, you want to go say hi to everybody? Come here. Hey. Damn cat's messing with me. Well, I guess you got a point, Alex. I always razz Gil Skills. He works at home. I'm always working. So. But you were saying how big my shop was, Alex? It's actually the basement of my house. But it's pretty big. There's a lot of room down here. It's filled up with crap. But it's good size. I think the last time I saw this basement empty was, I don't know, maybe 4 years ago. We had a big storm, and the city here decided that they were going to shut one of their pumps down, so it didn't overload the system or some crap. Well, when they did that, all the water that was on the streets backed up water in this basement. So everything that was down here got thrown away. So that was the last time airflow was seen in this basement. Well, it's one way to clean your basement out, I guess. And then a lot of people lost washers, dryers, stuff like that. I came down here and it was bone dry. I came down about a half hour later, and I had about 5 inches of water down here. So bear hugged my washer and put that up on milk crates. Bear hugged my dryer, put that up on milk crates. And I have a stand-up freezer that I can put like 3 bodies in. And that was too heavy and too tall to put on anything. So I don't know how it survived, but all I did was unplugged it. And when the water finally went down, I put fans down here and dried everything up for a few days. I plugged that freezer in, and that damn freezer was still going. It's still, to this day, it runs. It's an old Sears Kenmore, and that thing just, it takes a beating. It's been moved quite a few times. So my furnace, the circuit board on it was up high, so it didn't get wet. But everybody else lost furnaces, water tank. I have an electric water tank, and I just shut that off too. That was fine. So FEMA came around, looking, if you have a claim or whatever, they were helping you out. So for cleaning out my basement of all the trash that I had, FEMA paid me $1,500 to clean out my own garbage. So all I had to do was carry it out and throw it out in the street. The city came and hauled it away. So I made out on that deal. We don't have a big flooding problem, so to put a sump pump in, it just ain't feasible. I actually, when the water was still coming in, just to keep it at a level to where it wasn't rising, I actually had a sump pump that I hooked up and I shot it out the window. It was actually this window right here, up there. I stuck the pipe out there and I ran it. I think I had like 20 feet of PVC. So next to my house is an empty lot, which is a city-owned lot. So I just ran the pipe through and just kept the water at bay, so it didn't rise anymore. And it actually helped. And then once the city, got off their butts and got everything going again, I just had just a bunch of soot or, the dirt and everything else that came up through the sewer, because my basement has 3 floor drains in it. So I got, 3 times the fun. Yep, that one's done. Ready to go. Sun is coming up. Sun is coming up. What? The sun's coming up. My sun don't even go down for another 4.5 hours. Sun's coming up. Here. Come here. Look. Check this out. Oh. A part-time helper came to help. That's Earl. Earl. Always under my feet. What? Look over here. You want to say hi? Damn cat's as big as the table. 2 hours, is it? 2 hours and 15 minutes. This is a short chat. That's a short chat. Yeah, I got this one here, and then I have a black and white one that's named Oreo because she looks like an Oreo cookie. And this cat weighs, I think, 15 pounds because he likes to sit on my scale over there. Yeah, he weighs cat. And then the other one is probably two and a half of these. That was probably 25 pounds. He is huge. But I might have to. I have to take the other one to the vet because I think it had a stroke at one time. It was walking around the house like dragging its back legs. But then like a day later, it was fine. It was up running around, and so I don't know what happened to it. But it's an old cat. This was an outside cat, and the other was an outside cat. Even my dog was a rescue. My dog was a guy that I worked with that had uh, pancreatic cancer, and he would never go get checked until finally he just couldn't do it no more, and he went to the hospital, and a couple of days later he was dead. But he was a hoarder, and he had my dog, and every time I go in the house to feed the dog, I hated to leave her there. So I finally just ended up bringing her home, and that's where she's been. You want to get off my bench now? Come on, get up, get up. You like it up here, huh? He likes it. He likes it. Everybody loves me except you, Mickey. Everybody loves me. This cat, I sit on my computer, the cat's on my lap. Got a dog over my shoulder, a cat on my lap. But if I rubbed your butt like this, you'd like me too, Mickey. Yeah, right, Earl. All right, come on, come on, come on. You can do it. Come on. There you go. Good God. Don't be jealous, Mickey. Buffering now might need my phone. Yeah, it's not buffering on my end, Brown Dog. I'm gonna close it up here shortly. You want me to scratch your butt, Mickey? I'll scratch your bony butt. That's what you need. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this box, and then I'm going to end this short stream. And I'm going to finish those other 6 computers. I'm going to go get a refill on something to drink here. Probably not going to be tea, though. Maybe a water. Which means I don't have to walk to the other side of the wall here to get that. Hey, that boy. Woo. Nothing but goodness. It's amazing how something like that will make the DVDs work and all that stuff. It's amazing. Oh, amazing. Oh, got a disc in this one too. Could be more Mickey pictures. That would be funny if I popped one of these out and it said Mickey on it. Oh, can't get this one out. Oh. Huh. Let me try this. Damn near popped the drain vessel trying to get that out there. Get off of there. Try this again. Here we go. Let loose. Let loose, let loose, let loose. Come on. No, another blank one. So it's got potential. All that. That's a lot of noise. Yeah, I'm going to try to keep this bench clean and see what happens there. So this goes right into the Subtle Ohio bucket. a bit. It could just be a blowhole and just leave the stream play until the end of time. I leave the stream play, all you'll see is that. Think that'll fly? Oh, missed the screen. And my finger stuck. Ah! So, Mickey, did I give Simply Shannon a hard enough time rearranging her kitchen for her? And throw it right in the box. Ready to go. Got some gold on that. Pull that off of there. Pull that off of there. Done. Shred steel. A lot of noise. Take this. Just take the ends off of there. I'm not just stuck with you, am I? Brown Dog, you have a good one, buddy. I'll see you around somewhere. Probably Nike. Have a good one. All right, I'm shutting this down. 2 hours and 22 minutes. So much for a short stream. But no issues. At least I don't think so. So, say goodbye, Mickey. I'll wait. Anytime now. I ain't got all day. I got things to do. Shut up, Earl. All right, if you're still in here, I'm leaving. Goodbye. See you later. Adios. Hasta la vista. Bye-bye. 22 likes. I'll take it.